Run it back. Yeah. Run it back. 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 Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act.
Yeah.
And run it back, you see how I act. But then I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh, yes, like that, like
that. Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Colts offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in week 1. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their 5th-year wideout. And you wonder, what can he do for an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago?
That's a great question, because not only was he the talk of the NFL, he's talking the entire football world. You had little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week, but 6 for over 100 yards, I think that's well within reach.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense, because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 25 yards that time. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 129 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Slot man moves right. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, great.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Richardson looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's into the clear again. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Richardson out to the right and Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Richardson going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Colts getting ready to go. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Oh, good move.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now.
And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Jelani Woods, 81 yards. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already.
Set it. Viking 18.
They go play action with Richardson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon can.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic...
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the Colts coming out now. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Richardson from near his goal line. He's got a man, complete. Now he's into the clear again. Now look out to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but they'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got Granson, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Inside the 10. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as it. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go, shot. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, Richardson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. If not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tie forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL.
The Colts offense set to go to work, 2-0 on the young season. And we'll have our eyes certainly on the pass catchers here. Richardson will throw to start out here.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Richardson. They've got his man complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touch.
Ready? 60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Richardson off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond.
There he goes left side. There he goes again. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Ready up. 5, 6. Don't say nothing. Hey, check back, 6.
Richardson. Looking middle, and that's
It's complete.
And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
5, 6. Here we go. Watch tight end.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Didn't reach. 1,000 yards, but there's no denying Pittman's the Colts' unquestioned top guy in the passing game. 99 receptions last season, 10th in the NFL, and he picks up another one there.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Colts. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to it,
and the Colts getting ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
well, with his
Ready.
5, 6. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, check right.
Ready.
Here's Richardson throwing to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Richardson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
As this complete to Woods. Touchdown! Jelani Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Single.
Throwing to start the drive.
Richardson out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
70.
Off play action. Richardson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's on his way.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with.
And the Colts coming out now.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point.
Ready? 60 Bison.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hey, check Mike 6. Watch the pass.
Ready, go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The 20, down the left sideline, and down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him, so a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final state.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Hey, check Mike 6.
Richardson off the play fake. This is caught. It's Woods. On the move past the 40, inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles...
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chufu. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should have bet the man.
Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I Seiji Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye. Yeah.
Today, from Luke.
The Colts offense ready to get rolling again. 3-0 are they on the new season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout.
He's had a season for the ages. Over 2,000 yards receiving. Simply incredible.
Yeah, and for the longest time, we've thought about Calvin Johnson. 1,964 yards. That was the standard before you could get to 2,000. This is uncharted territory that we're talking about right now. I just wonder, how much higher can he take this?
And that's the question everybody wants to know is, what's the final tally going to be? He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find his man, Woods.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Colts will jump on top with it.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Colts at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 7-7, our score after 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right.
He's got a man complete.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that...
Indy set to go on offense once more. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown! A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now Richardson, off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble.
And down to the 27-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Come get some. Come on.
Off play action. Richardson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Colts extend their lead yet again.
Yeah, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget.
And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Check, 53's right. Check, 53's right. Hey, check.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone...
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That's into the hands of Woods.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours.
lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I get bored.
Today.
The Colts offense ready to get back into gear, 4-0 through the first month of the season.
Come on. Hey, Cougar 19. Three.
Richardson working from the gun. It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie Pat. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Oh, what a move. Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. He's on his way. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Richardson now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. Here's Richardson off the play fake. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back to throw. Richardson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary.
And the Colts getting ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on. Hey, Goober 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play there for Indy.
And even 40 yards. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for pick up of 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Now a second down and 6.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 15 yards.
And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goons. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goons. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets with a